Diagram shown, a ray of light is incident on the interface between 1 and 2 at an angle slightly greater than the critical angle. So let me mark this, let us zoom in and let me mark this angle as theta 1. The angle of incidence is theta 1 since it is suffering total internal reflection. This will also be equal to theta 1, and let this angle over here be equal to theta 2. Okay, and this angle of refraction will also be equal to theta 2 since angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. Okay, so over here it is given that in the diagram a ray is shown is incident on the interface between 1 and 2 and is slightly greater than the critical angle. So I can say that theta 1 is slightly greater than the critical angle, that is theta c. So I can say that sin theta 1 will be greater than sin theta c. Okay, sin theta 1 is greater than sin theta c. So sin theta 1 over here will be equal to, or sin theta c will be equal to, sin theta c since it is a critical angle, it will be equal to mu over here sin theta c of for the first and the second interface. For the first and the second interface, it will be equal to mu 2 divided by mu 1. So sin theta 1 should be greater than mu 2 divided by mu 1. Similarly, at the second interface, if the angle of incidence is theta 2, so sin theta 2 should be greater than mu 3 divided by mu 1. Okay, mu 3 divided by mu 1. The same logic applies over here. Okay, when it is passing from the first to the third medium. But if you see, if I close this part, okay, if I close this part, I can say that theta 1 plus theta 2, theta 1 plus theta 2 over here will be equal to 90 degrees. So theta 2 will be equal to theta 1 minus 90. Okay, so I will write down that condition also. Theta 2 will be equal to, theta 2 over here will be equal to 90 minus theta 1. Okay, so basically sin theta 2 will be equal to sin 90 minus theta 1. So now sin 90 minus theta 1 is equal to cos theta 1. So instead of so cos theta 1, so I can say that sin theta 2 will be equal to cos theta 1. Okay, sin theta 2 will be equal to cos theta 1. So I will substitute the same values over here. Cos theta 1 over here will be greater than mu 3 divided by mu 1. So basically cos theta 1 cos theta 1 should be greater than mu 3 divided by mu 1. I will square and add both of them. I will square and add both of them. When I square and add both of them, it will be equal to sin square theta 1 plus cos square theta 1 should be greater than mu 2 square divided by mu 1 square plus mu 3 square divided by mu 1 square. Okay, so when I substitute the values, mu 2 square plus mu 3 square will be greater than mu 1 square. Okay, now let us see all the options and let us find out whether option B, C and D is correct or not. Okay, first of all over here I can say that let us find out check the option B, mu 1 square minus mu 2 square. So if I shift this on the left hand side, it will be equal to mu 3 square should be over here, mu 3 square over here. Okay, should be over here or should be, I have written it in a reverse form. Okay, so over here it should be smaller than theta 1. Okay, so over here I have written it in the reverse form. So I can say mu 3 square should be smaller than mu 1 square minus mu 2 square. Okay, mu 3 square should be smaller than mu 1 square plus minus mu 2 square. So option number B is correct. Let us find out the option number C. Okay, let us find out the option number C. Okay, in the option number C we have to find out mu 2 square. So what I will do is I will keep mu 2 square on the same side. I will take mu 3 square on the left hand side. So mu 2 square should be smaller than mu 1 square minus mu 3 square. So even option number C is correct. Okay, option number D will anyway be equal to correct. Before we go to the option number D, let us concentrate on option number A. Okay, so over here for the total internal reflection to take place, mu 1 should be greater than mu 2 and mu 1 should be greater than mu 3, then only the total internal reflection will take place. That is only when the light passes from the denser to the rarer medium. But over here there is no connection between mu 2 and mu 3. It is not necessary if mu 3 is greater than mu 2 or mu 2 is greater than mu 3. So option number A will be incorrect. Option number D will also be correct because anyway mu 1 is greater than mu 3. Okay, anyway mu 1 is greater than mu 3. So mu 1 square plus mu 2 square will obviously be greater than the mu 3 square. So because over here mu 1 square it's itself greater than the mu 3 square. So if I add another term, it will anyway be greater. So option number D is also correct. So the correct answers are option number B, C and D.